instead on voice radio orders telling them to go there or to do this as the tactical situation dictated. The destroyer's principal mission was to screen the heavies. If they were in transit from point A to B, look and listen for lurking Jap subs. If an air raid developed, close the big guys and shoot down attacking torpedo bombers while trying not to get run over by the capital ships as they twisted and turned to get away from approaching ordnance. The good news was that the bosses rarely told the destroyermen how to do their jobs. The bad news was that the tin can sailors never quite knew what the hell was going on until it landed on them. The rain stopped suddenly, as it usually did. 1 minute a deluge, the next a steam bath, as the hot steel decks evaporated all that moisture. Slough looked out the porthole nearest his chair, which gave him a view of the dirt strip Marine Air Base known as Cactus, which was the field's radio call sign. He saw a veritable parade of aircraft taking off one after another, with their landing lights flickering through the palm trees as the pilots tried to see through the clouds of dust each time one left, their massed engines sounding like a disturbed hornet's nest in the light of dawn. The bosun's mate of the watch opened the side doors that led out to the bridge wings, so Slough got out of his chair, grabbed his binocs, and went out to take a look. Behind them was the San Francisco, not anchored, but not moving either. Helena, who had sent them the flashing light message earlier, was not in sight. 2 miles behind the Frisco was what looked like the Juno. She and Atlanta were the same class, designated as anti-aircraft light cruisers, mounting 8 twin-barreled 5-inch mounts, 6 in line, 3 forward, 3 aft, and 2 more on the hip. He was pretty sure he was looking at Juno because he could see the sag the exec had been talking about. There was a 100-foot-long black smudge along her port side where the torpedo had gone off. He realized that if he could see that sag in her hull from here, she was not likely to make the trip back to safety at Noumea, some 600 sea miles away. He looked around for the Atlanta, but couldn't find her. Then he saw a small swarm of boats congregating in an area closer to shore, where there seemed to be a cloud of steam, light smoke, and disturbed water about 1 mile inshore of Juno. Good grief, he thought. Has she gone down? He looked hard to see what they were doing over there, but the lenses were so badly fogged he couldn't make out anything. He stepped back in and called the signal bridge on the bitch box. "Where's Atlanta?" he demanded. "She went down about 5 minutes ago, Captain," Chief Hawkins replied. "Just before that squall came in on us. Turned turtle and then disappeared. They had been taking people off for an hour, so—" "Damn," he said. "Okay, so is Helena still within flashing light range?" There was a moment's pause, and then the chief said yes, although she was hull down on the southeastern horizon. "Wilco is last visual signal to us, if you can raise her." The chief acknowledged. Wilco was short for "I will comply," which was a message that only a ship's captain could send. Wilco told the boss that the captain had seen and understood the order and that his ship was able to carry it out. Combat came up with a course for Tulagi Harbor, and the ship turned northeast to go find some fuel oil. As they came out from under the lee of Lunga Point, they saw the Cactus dive bombers working over something large just beyond Saville Island. Whatever their target was, she was still capable of shooting back as the sky filled with black puffs of AA smoke. It was good to know that the Japs had some cripples out there, too. The exec came up to the bridge from the Combat Information Center 2 decks below. The ship was still at general quarters, and Slough intended to keep the ship at GQ until they made